All right, one of my favorite things to do are book reviews. It helps me dig in deeper and deeper into some of the books that I'm reading that have an impact on my life. And I get to share with you what's going on. This is Courtney Rollins, host of the Life in Transitions Experts podcast, and the founder and CEO of Estate Pro Service, where I help families make the probate and estate planning process easier while helping people generate income and wealth through real estate. And my channel is really committed to folks who are life and transitions experts channel, whether it's Facebook, the YouTube channel, or like I said, Facebook group. For helping, it's really committed to people who are doing just that, helping folks through some of the biggest transitions in life. And readers, learners will are the ones who are creating the world and continuing to sustain the world. So to be able to go through those big transitions is very important that you commit or that I commit to learning. And one of the ways I do that, as I've said, I'm repeating myself, is is by sharing some of the books that I've read. Here's a book that has changed my life completely. We all know that habits become who we are. I don't know if you can read that back there, but watch your thoughts, for they become your words. Watch your words because they become your action. Watch your actions because they become your habits. Watch your habits because they become your character. And watch your character because it becomes your destiny. So it's so important that by being able to ha- be intentional about the choices that we make with our thoughts and with the habits that we choose, that we know that we are shaping our reality and shaping our destiny. And today I'm just going to do a quick book review of Atomic Habits by James Clear. It's a very important book and also very, very popular book amongst just tons of people, but particularly entrepreneurs, business owners, and people out there who really just want to improve their life. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Here are a couple of things that I picked up from Atomic Habits. One, The Power of Tiny Habits. Another great book, Compound Effect by Darren Hardy, has a similar theme to it, that those small little things, those choices we make every day, they add up. They don't just add up, they compound and they can turn things into uh, seemingly uh, small habits can become what seems like miracles in your life. Any habit that you pick up, whether positive or negative, my habit of eating ice cream every day and cake with it every day, which I had for many years, it had an impact on my life. And hopefully, it won't. I won't see it in the near future if I had to change and make some adjustments. But it impacted my health. It impacted my yeah, specifically my health. Right now, I'm actually pretty hungry, so I need to think a little clearer here. So let me make sure I have the habit of well, one thing I was doing was adding protein to my day so that I wouldn't be so hungry around this time of day. But regardless, we're going to rock and roll. So that's one habit I need to put in. The role of identity. And this was so important to me. I recognizing that one way that you can leverage your identity to create or reinforce habits is by connecting to or making sure you know the difference between your role and your identity. Like my role as a real estate investor is important to me, but I need to recognize that that's not necessarily my identity, or I can't my identity. So when I do have my ups and downs and failures, I know I'm more than just a real estate investor, or more than just a whatever role you want to specify. When I'm on the phone with somebody, if I'm acquiring deals and I get rejected, I got to recognize that they're not rejecting my identity, but I also can leverage my identity by identifying with certain things. For instance, I had a for a while habit of well, some things that I wasn't necessarily proud of in my life, but when I recognized that, hey, I don't identify as that anymore. I'm not a person who does this. It changed the way I approached that habit, and it made it even easier for me not to take on that habit because that's something I didn't identify as anymore. So being able to understand the difference between role and identity and using that to your advantage was so important. And this book highlights that so well. Number three, habit stacking. This is one of the awesome like hacks right here. Have a new habit become easier, stack it onto an old habit. So, for instance, right here it says if you want to uh, had a habit of doing push-ups when you the habit of waking up. Hopefully everyone does that pretty much every day. Add 5 push-ups to whatever it is right when you wake up. For me, it's drinking a glass of water as soon as I wake up. I put the water jug right by my bed so that as soon as I wake up, boom, I drink the water so I can add a stack of habit on top of that. When you're brushing your teeth, a new habit might be checking on your budget while you're brushing your teeth. Maybe you're looking at your phone and checking one of the tools that you have. So there's tons of habits that you can stack on to each other's habits um, that become over time, become a part and ingrained in what you do and has a huge influence. Habit stacking is awesome hack. Number four, I think we all know this, but really it's the importance of the environment. If I'm trying not to eat that cake and ice cream every day, then maybe I shouldn't go to with Cold Stone or drive by Cold Stone every day. Or if I'm trying not to, if you're trying to stop the habit of smoking, perhaps you don't be around people who are smoking all the time, or find out what the cue or the habit is, the cue to your habit, and make sure you can either eliminate that or change or adjust that so that you're not tempting yourself. Same thing with a real estate investors, making sure that you're or really anyone who's trying to build in their life. Make sure you're around a supporting environment because there's ups and downs in this space, and so having people that are supportive and not naysayers is going to is extremely important. Number five, making sure that habits, recognizing that you again, almost back to the identity that the habits can overcome. You can overcome your setbacks. Having some resiliency and recognizing that hey, just as I can be a victim of my habits, I can take on 100% responsibility and recognize that victimhood doesn't really help anyone, and that I can always come back from some of my setbacks. So that was a really encouraging message for in this book. And folks, it is an awesome book. Check it out. You may pick up a lot more than I just picked up there. I've read the book about 5 times. I try to read it at least once a year, and it's an amazing tool to help me recognize the power that I actually have. Hey, if you want to chat about atomic habits or your real estate journey, or if you need support with your estate or probate, feel free to reach out. I'm not an attorney or giving financial or legal advice, but I do have experience helping people and come up with some viable solutions in those areas. And I just love to build and expand my network. So feel free to reach out. Courtney Rollins, estateproservice.com, 919-341-1992. Let's use our gifts, folks. Let's let our light shine. Cheers.